So I'm having a chat with the Velvet Hands. How are you guys?
Very well, man. Very well.
Yeah, really good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
You're here at Truck Festival. How much of the festival have you got to enjoy so far?
We saw our mate Sasha Assad on This Feeling stage, and then we saw about a verse and a chorus of Red Rum Club, and then we've come and seen your beautiful face. So,
Thank you. And looking forward to later as well.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Basically we forgot we needed to get here. We were like really looking forward to the show and everything, then forgot we hadn't got a vehicle. So we just got a train to somewhere not really near here, but near enough for us to get a very expensive taxi. But
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, earlier this year, you released your second record. For those who haven't heard it yet, tell us a little bit about the release.
It's a kind of like indie, dancey, punky medley.
Anything that ends in Y, E, is that.
Yeah, we kind of really looked back at like all of the albums that made us start playing music and made us kind of become friends. And the stuff that we kind of thought, when you turn 17 or whatever, and you kind of think you're too cool for, and then actually we listened back to it and kind of went, actually no, that is what we want to be and what we want to do. So. Yeah.
But it's been good. Like we was out in tour with Trampoline earlier in the year, and then what else have we done? We've done a bunch of festivals and stuff to promote it. But we're going to release a vinyl. I'm looking at you, and you're looking away because I'm about to question. We're releasing a vinyl version of it.
Yeah, we are. We're releasing a vinyl version of it on a little indie label based in Falmouth called Kraut Pop, and that's coming out in a few months. So, yeah.
Nice. And have plans already been put in place ready for record 3? Have you started thinking about that yet?
Well, we've got I think double A side ready for what, like October, is it? Is that when we're going to do it? So October is time, and then we're going to do a tour with that. And then me and Toby, we've just been writing loads of songs at the moment. I've got like a Mac full of songs with no actual lyrics or melodies, but that's up to him.
Dan had to put that in there because his work bought him a Mac, so he's telling everyone he's ever met that he's actually finally got a MacBook now. So
one of those computers that you had to like pedal underneath. You know what I mean? It was I was old school, but now I'm in the future. I think.
I still haven't ventured to Mac yet. Not touching it. It's too confusing.
The songs are worse for it.
So, do you know what direction you want to take the next release, or are you just kind of putting some ideas out there? And
the next single is really dancey, isn't it? It's our most dancey record yet.
Dance is quite like angular, I guess, as well. Like some of that new wavy kind of guitar stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do that and just try and keep up the sort of energy and the big songs, but make it, I guess, a bit more interesting, a bit more putting more thought into them. Because when we did the first record, it was just like we have 3 chords, and that was cool for then. And now it's sort of like we've kind of learned how to play our guitars.
Yeah, good. And the more dancey side of the next track, is it the plan to go more in that direction, or is it just simply how this track turned out?
Yeah, well, it's sort of like we kind of tried it out with it, 40 Up, 40 Down. That's the track that we kind of...
It's my plan for it to go more dancey.
I was going to say we're going to go way heavier and more guitar-y, but
Good.
No, I mean, that's all we've got quite good at, is it's like kind of... We all have different influences, and it's like that kind of like pulling it as far as you can go before it snaps, before the band breaks up. That's when we're at our best, when everyone hates each other but we're still a band. That's when we make...
When you make your best music.
Best music.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And when it comes to writing for you guys, how do tracks tend to start off? Is it a lyric, a melody, a riff? What works for you?
It's kind of been there's a couple of different ways to do it. Like Toby and I used to basically write stuff on acoustic guitars, and I guess that's how we just ended up with 3-chord like pop songs. And now we kind of sort of have bits of riffs or ideas or choruses, and then just build it all together with the whole band, which is why you can kind of like take things apart and not necessarily have to follow chords, really, do we? I don't know.
No, and then we on a couple of on this album, we like kind of wrote the top line over the top of... We like had the music ready, and then wrote the top line over the top of it, which is something we'd never done before, but I'm sure it's something we will do again.
Toby's quite good at singing like a lot of nonsense, but singing a lot of nonsense, and then but there'll be like a couple of like really good lines, and I'll sort of like put the dots together, as it were.
Yeah, good.
Make it make sense-ish.
And when you step foot into the studio, how do you guys work it from a demo to a finished track?
That's where we spend most of our time, actually. We kind of, coming up with a melody is really easy. That takes about 5 seconds. It takes as long as how long the melody takes to sing, really, doesn't it? And then we do so much pre-production. I just constantly go back and try it out as a reggae song, try it out as a rock song, try it out as a disco song. And then kind of taking elements from all of it. And
Doing what we were going to do anyway at the beginning, I think that's...
exactly. And we're 6 months older. Yeah.
Yeah, good. And people will want to see you live. I know you've been doing some touring, quite a bit of touring.
Yeah.
But nothing else after this at the moment.
Well, as an exclusive for you now, because our manager's not here. In November, we're just touring through the entire month, actually. We're going, I think it starts in London, and I was going to list all of the cities of the UK, but I'm not going to do that to you. If you live in a city in the UK or large town,
Yeah, we'll be somewhere near.
we'll be there.
Good. I'm sure your fans will be delighted to hear that.
Yeah.
And how much of a difference is it going to be from the sets that you've done and the songs that you've done kind of start of this year and before? How are you going to contrast that to this tour?
I think London and like Falmouth, where we do a lot of our headline shows, that will be, it's going to be a few new ones, but it's going to be a similar show. But for every other city, we've only ever done little half an hour support slots and stuff. So it'll be a good opportunity for people to see a lot of the tunes that they haven't seen before. We'll do like hour-long sets. So it's such a different, we play such a different show. When we do half an hour, we keep it really punky and just like bang, 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 bang. We've been to Velvet Hands, good night. Whereas obviously on an hour, we have a lot more to kind of play around with it. And yeah, more light and shade.
Well, I was going to say ebb and flow, but light and shade works, yeah.
Good. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.
See you soon.
Thank you.